Yo, what's up, gentlemen? So today, in this video, I'm going to do something pretty special, actually. I'm attaching, at the end of this, I'm going to cut to a module from inside Attraction Accelerator. So that is my coaching program that guys pay thousands of dollars for access to. And it's one of the first modules where I break down what makes good game actually work. Because I'm going to start making more content that is around just like how to talk to women, what to say, how to say it. But it's incredibly important that you guys know going in, and I'm just going to refer back to this video over and over and over again, that it doesn't matter really what you say nearly as much if these foundations are not taken care of, okay? And so I want you to make a commitment watching this video to, one, watch to the end, but two, start taking action on everything I say in this training, because this is literally like hundreds of dollars worth of value that I put into this free YouTube video for you, because I want you to understand that I want you to get real results from this. Obviously, like, I benefit from that because if I'm the guy that gets you real results, if you want help in other areas of your life in the future, you'll probably pay me for coaching. But what I want you to get from this is an understanding that being a more attractive man, being a man that women are attracted to for your whole life, it is a lifelong commitment. Okay, it's something that you want to do forever. It's not like, you don't want to just go 8 weeks and learn how to be attractive to women for 8 weeks and then slowly get worse over time. Like, you just want your life to continue to get better and better and better. But that would mean that you have to delay gratification and constantly get better and better and better as a man over and over and over again. Okay? And you can do that, but these basics and these foundations I'm going to get into in this video, it's really important that you listen to these. Okay? So without further ado, let's get into it. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you're new. Comment below. Let me know what you want to see in the future from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. So in the last video, I talked about what women want and how they want emotions and how they're driven emotionally. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the truth about game and masculinity. And the main reason I'm making this video, it's incredibly important that you watch this, because I've had clients come into the program when we didn't have a ton of content. It was mostly just me coaching on calls. And they kept asking questions like, hey, what am I saying wrong here? What am I saying wrong there? Like, how can I copy your game to make it better so the girl will like me? And it would lead to short-term results, but it would not lead to women chasing them in the long run. And ultimately, that's what we all want as men. We want women chasing us into eternity. And that's, I'm being deadly serious when I say that. And so good game doesn't always work. You can have great game and it doesn't work if you're not the man she needs, okay? And this really like pisses me off. So it's gonna be a very passionate presentation, because good game only works if you do the hard work. We're gonna talk about what the hard work is and the 4 pillars of masculinity and how that actually fits into your day and how you need to structure your day. But you need to do the hard work. She doesn't want to work. She doesn't want to go and date some dude that's just a pizza boy that doesn't do anything, like a pizza delivery driver that doesn't do anything with his life, has no ambition, and doesn't go to the gym. She doesn't want that. Doesn't matter how cool you are, man. Like, it just doesn't matter. And so if you're happy at your job, if you don't have any ambition, if you don't want to go to the gym because you don't respect yourself enough to build a strong physical body, if you don't have a vision of excellence because you don't respect your life on this planet enough to make sure it's fucking dope when you're here, if you don't care about yourself enough to build up an attractive, charismatic personality, then this will not work. No good game will work, okay? So you need to do the hard work every single day, and there will be hard work done every single day. And I don't want to hear like, I don't have time, whatever. Like, I've had clients that are doctors. I've had clients that are lawyers. I've had clients that work 60, 70 hours a week. I've had entrepreneurs as clients that can only do calls on the weekends. They put in the fucking work and they get results. They get girlfriends. They get, women that they want to be with for a long time. They get a rotation of women. They get a lot of sex. That is how it works, okay? So you have to commit to doing the hard work. That nothing gets around that. You don't make money without doing hard work. You don't get women without doing hard work. You don't get an amazing body without doing hard work. And that's just the facts, okay? So you need to get that through your head. I'm going to harp on this a lot. But if you commit to crafting your body, personality, and your vision of excellence, then good game actually will work for you. And good game will work for you if you are the man you say you are, or at least you're on your way. And this is where I'm going to talk about trajectory. Trajectory is incredibly important. If you are on the way and you're actually doing the work, so if you're doing this thing, right? If you're actually doing the work every single day, so you wake up at early, go to the gym, you stay disciplined every single day, you focus on your ambition, your hustle, right? You work when you're at work, you move your life forward and you build it every single day, and then you go and see that attractive woman, you can walk in with fucking swag because you know you've gone to war that day. You've put in the fucking work, and that is why it's incredibly important. You've gone into battle that day. If you've gone into battle every single day, you're going to have massive fucking confidence. You're going to have massive fucking balls, and that's how you get trajectory, because the only way to consistently get results is by thinking a decade at a time. Like, when you decide to go to the gym, you're deciding to go to the gym for the next 10 years, not just today, okay? And if you start thinking like that, you will build the confidence that comes from massive trajectory, okay? You also need to start living in the real world. Good game doesn't work if you're on dating apps all day talking to fake women. Good game doesn't work if you're on social media all day thirsting over fake women, DMing them and shit, being like, "Oh man, I'm actually making progress. I'm learning how to flirt with these pixels on the screen." It's like, no, dude, you need to actually go out and talk to women. You need to get out there and talk to women. And if you don't feel good enough, start putting in the hard work, right? Start putting in the hard work and you will feel good enough. But at the bottom line is you got to live in the real world. And ultimately, you got to stop doing dumb shit. Okay? What do I mean by dumb shit? Well, you're going to be tempted to skip ahead. Okay? It's a bad idea. That's just one part of dumb shit, right? You're going to skip ahead. It's going to be out of order. You're going to learn how I structure dates without learning how I structure my interactions up front. You're going to learn how I structure my interactions up front without knowing the type of man I'm walking into the interaction as, because you need to walk in like a fucking man into the interaction with massive confidence, massive swag, and you only get that from putting in the hard work, remember. And so if you're not self-focused, you will lose. You will really struggle if you're not focused on yourself. And what I mean is focused on your self-growth. So if your self-growth involves getting better with women, you should be focused massively on talking to a lot of women, right? Make time to learn. If you're watching on 1 times speed and you're like, man, I don't have time, like, watch these videos on 2 times speed. There's a cog in the bottom right, hit playback speed, hit the cog, hit playback speed, click 2 times speed. It's that easy, right? Do it while you're on your walk in the morning, do it while you're on the treadmill at the gym, do it while you're working out. Doesn't matter, but make time to learn. Men that learn and do well in this program, they chase excellence and they do whatever it takes. Audit your time. You should have already done this in the proactivity module, but audit your time and see where your time's actually going, because if you can't respect your time enough to know where it's going, then how is she going to respect your time, right? I'm going to use some inverse thinking here. So when we're talking about things to not do in this program, and we'll get into what this program won't be in a second, but when we're talking about inverse thinking, what inverse thinking is think about the result that you want, and then try to think about how you would do the opposite. So if you want to get better with women, if you want women chasing you, if you want to be that man that she constantly thinks about, she's sending dirty texts to, she's like, baby, I can't wait to see you. Oh my God, I had such a fun time on our date. When can I see you again? And she's going out of her way to come and see you. If you want to be that guy, think about the opposite, because it's hard to figure out on your own, like, how to get there. So think about how to do the opposite. Well, if I didn't want that girl texting me, oh my God, baby, I can't wait to see you, what would I probably be doing? Well, I'd probably be addicted to social media, right? I'd probably get in my feelings about women all day long. I'd probably complain about how nothing is my fault. I definitely wouldn't go to the gym. I'd eat junk food all day. I'd watch porn all day. I'd get out of the real world as much as possible. I wouldn't advance in my career. I wouldn't look to make more money or invest in myself. I definitely wouldn't talk to women, because that would get me closer to women. And I would get addicted to chemicals like alcohol, weed, and drugs, like hard drugs, right? I would do all of this stuff. So these are all dumb things. This is all dumb shit, right? This is how you can figure out what dumb shit is. So if you show up to calls and you're like, hey man, I just want to know, like, what did I do wrong here? I'm just going to ask you what kind of man you're being. I'm going to ask you, yo dude, what did you actually do today that like moved you forward? Did you wake up at 3 p.m. with Cheetos and like have Cheetos for breakfast? Or did you go out and like talk to a woman? Or did you go to the gym today? Or what'd you actually do to move your life forward? Because women don't want losers. They want winners. And that's just the facts. And I'm going to be pretty harsh in these modules because I've already told you. I'm going to be harsh in here. I'm going to tell you like it fucking is, and women want men. I'm going to show you how to be a fucking man, because if you were fully a man, don't get all butt hurting in your ego. I've been there too. Because if you were actually like a really strong masculine man, not super emotional all the time, if you were actually in touch with your true masculinity, raw, unfiltered masculinity, women would be all the fuck over you, bro. Women would be all over you. Women would fucking love you. Right? And if all of this is in place, great, then you're missing the charisma part. You're missing the charismatic personality. And that's super important. Okay? So you need to understand this. This is not, this program is not a hidden tactic for short-term thrills with women that'll forget about you. This is not the secret way to convince women to be with you, and this is definitely not the one thing you need to know women won't tell you. It's not any of these clickbait things. It's how to be a man. It's what actually works. And so it's the only way to be a man women are obsessed about, right? Women obsess about the type of man that I teach you to be in this program. The guy that goes up to a girl, says, "Hey, what's up? Let's go home," and seemingly pulls her within 20 minutes, that's the guy that I'm teaching you to be. But he didn't say anything. He just was the man. And he went out and he took what he wanted. And you need to understand that, okay? So this is a proven way to consistently attract high-quality women, okay? Consistently. Not just when you're feeling it, consistently, because you're being the man. Because all of the things I'm going to tell you to do have to do with who you're being every day, not what you're doing. We're human beings. We're not human doings, right? And this, it will be the truth about how to truly be a man women want to be with, so you never have to play the game ever again in your life. And after you truly transform, you will no longer be relying on tactics to get laid, get relationships, or find a partner. You will actually be the man. And so it will never be a worry for you. If you go 6 months without getting laid, it's because you are choosing to grind out your business, or you're choosing to grind out your career. It's not because you didn't want that. If you go 6 months without getting laid, it's because you turned down women that you didn't want to be with, because women were chasing you, okay? That is where you want to be by the end of this, okay? I'm going to show you the frameworks and the scripts and the step-by-step processes and, everything that you need to know, how to run a date, exactly what to say, step by step, that whole thing. I'm going to give you examples, but for an incomplete man, none of this will work, okay? I'll give you an example. If you wake up at 3 p.m., eat Cheetos for breakfast, drink a beer, and then you're already drunk because you have nerves, and you go and take an Uber to your date, you're going to act like a fucking dork, and she's not going to like you. But if you wake up at 7 a.m., you stay sober all day, you eat clean for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then you meet up with her at 7 p.m., after putting in a full day of work, going to the gym, feeling strong in your body, you're going to be able to tell her exactly what the fuck you want. You're going to be able to run that date like a man. That's what I'm teaching you here, okay? So an incomplete man will not be able to make any of this work, or it will be shitty, right? It won't be complete. It won't be to the level of like women falling in your lap. And women just want men, and it's really just that simple. And the reason I'm hammering this so hard is because I want you to actually change. If you come to calls looking for the right thing to say, and I'm just going to ask you, like, you want the right thing to say, and you want to know exactly what you can do to get this girl to like you or trick this girl into liking you. Like, I'm just going to ask you what type of man you've been lately. I'm just going to ask you that. And I won't ask you why you said what you said. I'll be fixing the man first. I'll be asking you what the fuck you've been doing, right? What have you been up to? Are your habits, have you been putting in the work every single day? You need to understand this. It's incredibly critical. I've had clients that come in and they struggle like crazy. They get so mad, they get upset, they get butthurt because women don't like them, they get blocked all the time, and it's because they're acting like little emotional babies. And that's the first rule. Like, you can only implement a lot of these tactics and be strong and have a strong frame when you implement these tactics if you're actually putting in the work and you deserve to be the man that's like using these tactics, saying this bold ass shit to women like, "Oh man, yeah, baby, you like that I'm a fucking asshole, don't you?" Right? Like, wear that red lipstick I like. I'll see you at 7. Like, you can't say that shit unless you've been putting in the work and you deserve to say that shit, okay? So we're going to cover the 4 pillars of the man, right? The actual masculine winner that she wants and dreams and fantasizes about. First, this guy has a powerful body. She feels safe in his arms, right? She needs to feel safe, feel protected. Strong masculine figures are protective. They're strong, right? Magnetic charisma is another thing you need. You need to be able to have fun and spike her emotions, because if you can't spike her emotions, that's when you turn into like that provider puppy dog guy that just buys her drinks, buys her nice little presents, buys her flowers, and then she gets impounded out by some asshole after your date with her because she just wants to get fucked and treated like a little whore. Like, you need to be able to have this magnetic charisma and swag, and also the powerful body, the certain finances and ambition, so that you are, when you combine all of these things, you are the guy she wants pounding her out at the end of the night, right? Whether you're dating your wife, no matter if you have religious views, doesn't matter. You want to be that guy that she wants to pound her out. Whether you're going to have sex with her or not, that's up to you. But you want her to want that, right? That's just feminine nature. She wants the strong alpha male, right? To like pound her out at the end of the night. That's what she wants. And so if you have certainty in your finances, that's another thing. You need to be able to know like where you're going financially. You don't need to be fucking rich, but you need to know where you're going. You need to have masculine ambition. You need to have clear focus. And this is where we get into vision of excellence. And we'll talk about that in this module. But you need a clear vision of excellence on where you're fucking going. Okay? Now, here is the secret. Trajectory will work wonders for you. You don't need to be there right away, right? You need to become the man that is on his way to being the man she obsesses over, right? You need to be on your way there and know exactly how you're going to get there with massive certainty. The only way you get massive certainty, by the way, is by doing the hard work, because the hard work is consistent. The hard work is always there. And so if you always do it, then trajectory will work wonders for you, right? But attraction never stops. And she will only stay if you keep doing the work, because she needs you to keep her attracted. And if you tell her all these promises, you tell her all these things with massive conviction, right? Because you're putting in the work at the time, she's going to leave you when you're fat and 40 because you lied to her, okay? And that's not on her. That's on you for lying and not continuing to put in the work. The work is 24/7. You need to be a masculine, strong, dominant masculine figure 24/7, okay? That's what we're building you up to be. So this will work, but you cannot be soft, emotional, or get butthurt and blame anyone but yourself, okay? The reason that women run your life, the reason that you're constantly thinking about women is because you're letting your emotions run fucking wild, man. You're letting your emotions dictate your actions. And I'll talk about this when it comes to habits, but your emotions don't have to dictate your habits. Your emotions can be there. It's not like we're all robots. You can't be a robot, especially if you're trying to build up charisma. You have to be able to have fun and relax. I know these videos are serious, but you really do have to be able to have fun and relax. But if you're letting your emotions run fucking crazy, haywire all over your life, then she's just going to lose respect for you. You're going to start acting weird. She's going to be like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? Why are his emotions all over the place? So you need to understand that your emotions don't have to dictate your actions. All right? Final things to understand. Practice makes perfect. So every day, practice doing this stuff. Practice implementing these habits. Study while you're at the gym. Study while you're working on your business. Study, okay? Get fucking tougher. Every single opportunity that you have emotions that come up where you feel like shit, where you don't want to do something, where you don't want to do something that you know is good for you, like going to the gym, right? I hammer going to the gym because it's a huge one. Like going up and talking to that girl. Like you want to sit in bed and eat Cheetos instead of studying this program at 11 p.m. Or you want to stay in bed and eat Cheetos, stay up till 3 a.m. playing video games instead of going to bed early, like a disciplined motherfucker. That's a chance to get tougher. You can listen to your emotions and do it anyway. Challenge is fucking awesome. Challenge is what you want. This right here is challenge, and you fucking love it. And the more you can frame that in your life, the more you can love challenge, the better. Okay? See you guys in the next video.